In last video, we discussed about Python literals, and we discussed only this part. If you are watching my videos, I think you already know this. If you have never watched my videos, please go back and learn all those things if you are a learner. And in this video, we are going to see part 2 of Python literals. This is a collection area. So in this video, we are going to see collections. Collections has some types like sequence type, which is like an index basis, and there is a dictionary and a set. We will enter into this tutorial. So first we will see the collection type, sequence type. First sequence type, one of the literals is list. So list, what is list? List is a data type which is created using a square bracket and comma separated values. It can be accessed through indexes. I will give you an example. Everything I am going to as so far I'm giving it with the examples. So I'm going to give the examples. I will say profile as a variable, and profile has the list has character. You can use any type of data type inside it. It is created through square bracket. So if you want to create a list, you have to use square bracket. First, I'm going to, in a profile, there should be some name, okay, and age is a numerical values. I'm going to give 23, and his height. We can give some height also. That's fine, all right, because we want to see float. And what else? I will give boolean as well. I don't know what it means. Maybe it comes from some collection things. I wanted to show you that list can contain any type of data types. Okay, I've created a true, and even I can give, we discussed about complex. I can give complex as well. And yeah, none type I will give. So you can see I have given all of them, whatever we discussed in primitive type data types. I've discussed. List can contain all those things. This will be stored in one indexes, and this should be stored in one indexes. So it's a memory. The list memory can contain all those things. It can be accessed in order. See, if I want to access it, I will go with the profile, and 0 will give you Karthik. If I want to access the second value, I will create this and then give just 0, one. So index basis list will be called. That's a whole list about. One more thing. See, this is a data type. Now we are discussing about literals and data types. So I'm not going to discuss deeper about how to handle all the functions and objects of list. Inbuilt functions with Python has the list, right? How to modify, how to delete it, how to delete the index. We are not going to discuss. There's a separate video for that. It is going to be coming in upcoming videos. But in this video, we are going to see short videos about short things about list, and we'll move on to next one. Okay, and even you can modify. Because why I'm explaining this, I want to differentiate between list and other collections. If you want to modify, okay, if I want to print the list, okay, print the list variable, you can get all those things. Okay, if I want to modify the list profile, and I'm going to change the age from 23 to 24, you just need to call the indexes and then just assign the value. Okay, now if I print the profile, it will give you 24. Here it is given 23. So you can be able to modify it. I'm not going to discuss every list operations here, which will be covered in next video. We are in the basics things, and we are discussing about data types, how the data types will be, how to create the data type. Okay, and next one is tuple. Tuple, we will, it's similar to list. Okay, I will show you. Instead of profile, I will give detail. Okay, detail is a tuple things. For tuple, you have to access, you have to create with the what is this parenthesis, right? So you have to create with this round bracket, maybe parenthesis, I think. Yeah, parenthesis. It's really confusing with all the brackets. Okay, parenthesis you should be creating. And here detail, what I can give, similar to, I will go with the same thing but with different name. Okay, Ajay, and I'll give some height is age is like 34, and height is he's having 7.2. And again false here I'm giving something like he's fast or something like that. I'm going to give complex as well, some, just to show you how you can, you can use everything in tuple. Here also I'm giving a special type. You can see it is accepted. And I will show you how to know whether, how to see the, whether it's what is a tuple, right? We have seen how to check the type of the variable through type function. So even if I give type here detail, it will show tuple. And I have missed it to check that here type of profile. Okay, profile, it will show you. Okay, yeah, list. So yeah, I think you must understand if you have watched this previous video. So this is how it's a similar to list, but there is one small differences. Okay, we have discussed that a list variable, list one of the values you can change it, right? Let's try to do that in same YouTube. Okay, and since list is created with using square bracket and you call the indexes by square bracket, if you are thinking that you can be able to do the same thing in list, you will get an error. I'm trying to access now index of 0. Okay, see, it's not in python, you always access anything about the in collection, it should be go with the square, I mean bracket, a square bracket. You can see it, you are able to access it. Instead I am going to access the now fourth variable, fourth indexes. You should see the complex values given, output given. So if I want to change the height here, like list, I'm trying to change the height. It's I think it's third, so I will go with the second integer. I'm trying to change the height here. Instead of 7.2, I'm going to give 7.1. It is showing some error. Tuple object doesn't support item reassignment. So it means that you cannot change value of value in the tuple. So that's the difference between list and a tuple. So you can use, depends on your situation. List can be modifiable. Tuples cannot be modified. Okay. Next, these two are all accessed through indexes only. Next, we'll go with range. Range is it doesn't like create values inside it. It's just a simple function. It will give you sequence of numbers like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it usually used in for loops where you can loop through number of iterations. Okay, just a simple things. If I give range and if I give like 5, okay, it will give range from 0 to 5. If I want to like go with range from 2 to 2 comma 10, what it will do is it will go from 2 to 10. If I want to, like, I'm going to create a variable, range variable, where range, not range, I will give you something called okay, I will give you with loop. Okay, I think not a problem. Loop range, I will give it like 1 to 10. It is the same. I'm trying to access the loop. Here also you need to access the index basis. You see here the first index is 0. Index of first index of 0th value in range is 1. And if I try to access the 10th value, you will see, because from 1 to 10, so lowest in the upper bound, the maximum value it will not take. It will be like my no one step below to the value only, the upper bound stops. So it should be, you can see, if I try to we haven't discussed for each loop. Let's try to show you how that display. Okay, in loop print I, if you see here, it will give you the output from 1 to 9. It will not give you the last values of range. This is how you can see, you can create range. The advantage of creating range, you can loop through it. This is one of the collection activity in the sequence order, you can access it. So one more thing, see, you can see I have given the start is the number of sequence where it started, and end is generated a number up to, not to include this number. You can include this, but if you want to iterate till 10, you have to give 11 here. If you want to give till 10, you should be given 11. So you can see 10 till 10 it is able to access it. And last but not least, step. Why you need step? If I want to iterate, only the even number, okay, I'm going to give only the even number. In that case, what I will do is even loop. Okay, even loop equal to range. Here I will give you 0 and 11 and 2. What this will do is that this will like step, 2 steps it will go. Let's try to access it. I in even loop print I. So if you see here, only even number it is able to, because we are I'm taking 2 steps. If I take 3 steps, let me go with one more thing. Here 3 step. I'll give 3 step. Here I am giving 3. Like this, you can able to access it. If I try to do the same for this, you should see it is jumping from 3 in steps way. So these are even range functions being used in Python. Next, we will go to dictionary. Dictionary is a key value pair. It is not ordered. So far, we are discussing order way, index based 0, 1, 2, 3. You can access it, but in dictionary, it's not ordered. It's unordered. You can change it in dictionary. No problem with that. Like it's not unlike Tuple. You can change dictionary. And what else we have? We have key value pair. So far, we are accessing the values through indexes 0, 1, 2, 3 like that. But in dictionary, we can access we can create values through key and access the value through key. That's how we can create it. And let's go with the examples. Okay, dictionary we can give again. We will go with the profile. And here what I will do is name. Always the key will be string value, or you can give double quotation. That is not a problem. Give a colon and then give Priya here. And again I'm going with the age. I think you can use numbers also in a key. That's okay. Age here, I'm going to give 23 or 25, and I think I can give numbers. There are few things only you can give, like string, numbers, float. I guess let's try it. 3, and here I am giving third something like here I will give true. Okay, instead of I will give true here. And what else we can give? Complex number I am giving. Okay, it should not be like variable, it should be always string or something. Complex I will give like 5G. What else? Let's try to access that in float as a key. And here I will create something none. It's okay. We are experimenting things here. See, it is able to accept it. So in dictionary, key can be a string, key can be a number, key can be a float. I think other things will not be, because these are all something stored value. It is able to access the values. Other things will not have, right? Like none or boolean or like that. So what I will do is I am going to access that each values proof. And if I want to access that, you have to use square bracket and give index. If I give 3, you could see, okay, I was given only number value, right? Here I given, there is no key actually. 3, there is no key in the dictionary, so I'm going to just give 3. You see here 2 is outputted. Like that, you can able to access the dictionary. If I try to access a name, you should get name Priya. And this is how you can create. You can able to modify the name. You just need to assign the values. Unlike Tuple, you can able to modify it. Instead of Priya, I will give Maya. Okay, if I am printing that proof, you should be seeing the Maya has changed. You can see all the key values in the print. This is how you can use print, dictionary. And let's move on to set. This is the last collection we are going to see in collections literals. And set is unique collection. It is unordered collection. And let's go with the examples. Okay, set. I will go with set something like student student names. Okay, here also you can give like you can give all those things like names, I mean strings, integer, float, all those things. I'm going to create students here, only the names. Here I'm going to give Karthik and Priya, and you need to create sets with this curly braces. Okay, and Priya, and I'm going to give another Karthik, and I'm going to give some other things like what are they, Maya. I don't have, I cannot remember things. Okay, I'm going to give my name Jiva, and let me check the type of it. Type of the, I haven't checked that as well. Set. See, using curly braces you can create set. Let me go back and then just give you the type of dictionary. Okay, it's a dictionary type, and we did discuss about range also. Let me create a type of range. Three loop, it will give you range. So these are the data types, and we are discussing set now. Here we can access that using index. Let's try to access that using index. Okay, names 0. See, set is unscriptable. You cannot access that. Unlike list tuple, you are able to access it, right? But here you cannot access through indexes. And also, I'm going to print it. You're going to see one small changes between other collection and set. You see here, Karthik. We had Karthik here and then Priya here, but you can see Priya is came in front, Karthik is came here. And one more thing I'm trying to see, and one small mistake. I was trying to make one difference. Okay, I'll give you one more Jiva here. Okay, let's try to see that what happens. You see here, I added one Jiva, two Jiva. There is two Jiva, and you can see only one Jiva. So the reason is that tuple values always be unique. You cannot have more than one values in the tuple. But you can see Karthik, we have given twice, but it's given twice. The reason is that this Karthik has a small k in the first letter. This Karthik has a capital K. So it is a different values as per Python. Python is a case sensitive. So set, if you want to have a unique values, you can go with sets. Or you have a list, you want to see a unique values, you can convert that to set. Like you can even convert this one into, like, I'm going to create this as a list. Some student list. Okay. Here instead of set, I'm going to create list. Here print student list. You see here, it is given list. If I want to convert it to set student set equal to set. Okay, same I'm going to just assign here. We have seen the list as 5 values with the duplicate of Jiva. Let's try to see what print student set. You can see the values. You can see only the unique values. It is remove the duplicate values. That is how set works. And we are going to now quickly see some more things. I'm going to, since we discussed all those things, whether we discussed, like, we know list, tuple, dictionary, all will have string, boolean, complex numbers, but we never seen like list. My list can have its own list inside list. Let's see it. Okay, list. I'm going to copy that, the previous value. I'm going to copy it, or I can use here itself for just an example. List can have tuples, list can have dictionaries. Here, instead of profile 2, I'll go with profile 5. I am having sort of profile 1. I'm going to give here, I'm going to give tuple as well. Okay, I'm going to give some one or something I want to show you that you can create one tuple inside one of the index in the list. Okay, yeah. If you see here, it is accepted. If I try to print, you can see there is a tuple available list. Similarly, you can create list inside tuple, you can create list inside list. All those things you can do. Let's just show one example here. This is a 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 sixth index. So if I access, you can see tuples displays for the output. Same you can do in dictionary. You can do, you can even, I'll just copy paste things. Okay, I don't want to go with. I'm just going to go with here. Here I'm going to create one more thing with the dictionary. You can see there is a dictionary. Whole dictionary I've given one on index. I'm trying to print. It's the same. I'm going to just create one more thing. Like, what happened? There is a profile. This is a mistake. So okay. If you see here, you can see list has all the values, and finally you have dictionary as well. Similarly, you can have a list inside the dictionary. It will not have problem. If I try to access the dictionary 7, you can see dictionary. Similarly, this list can be used inside tuple. It's not a problem for tuple as well. And if I try to access it, you can access it. Okay. And similarly, you can do the same thing in dictionary as well. If I try to, like, for this, if I give list, if I try to access it, okay, if I try to access the what is the index 0 1, okay, so this is dictionary, right? I'm going to access it just to the proof itself. 5.6 5.6, could see the list is displaying. You can have these kind of things in collections. This is a best advantage in Python. The any other programming, this is a very complex things to interchange inside and all those things. It is very simple in Python. I think we have whatever that we want to discuss in collections literals. We have discussed enough. If you have any queries, you can comment in the video. I will map to help you. Thanks for watching my video, and please subscribe my channel and like my video. And I'm going to do the same. Same. I'm going to provide you lot of Python related knowledge sharing videos. Thank you very much.